Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you've been subscribed to me for a little while, then you know that this is really a different type of video I'm making right now. I have never done like a sit down video, but your girl got accepted into nursing school last week. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are aspiring to be nurses. I just said, let me help y'all out. Let me give y'all the real tea, okay? I'm gonna really give y'all all the information. I'm gonna tell you guys what I got on my teas. I'm gonna tell you guys my GPA, the classes I took, and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So the school that I go to is Kennesaw State University. All of the prereqs and requirements and everything that I'm telling you guys about is for my school specifically. It shouldn't be too much of a difference as far as the classes, but I know schools have different T's requirements and GPA requirements as well. So everything I'm telling you guys about is going to be for Kennesaw State University. We're going to start from the beginning. I did dual enrollment in high school. I registered for 4 classes in dual enrollment. I did college algebra, English 1101, psychology, and econ. If you are in high school currently, I do recommend taking dual enrollment. I feel like it pushed me ahead just a little bit so I wasn't so crammed in each semester trying to get all of my prereqs done. I dropped my college algebra class because it was really tough for me. Like, I don't know, I think my high school brain couldn't handle that amount of math at the moment, and I was going to end up with a C in the class, and I don't like C, so I ended up dropping the class. I believe that most nursing programs require about the same prereqs. The classes that I took were Intro to Chemistry, Lab and Lecture, Human Development, Anatomy and Physiology 1 and 2, Lab and Lecture, Microbiology, Statistics, and then right now I'm taking Organic Chemistry, Lab and Lecture. And then, you know, of course, the regular college requirements. You got your English, your histories, you have to take those, you know, basic college classes. As far as the sciences and maths, those are the classes that I took. I know some schools are different, it just depends. Just check with your school's requirements and you should be okay. I would recommend for you to have at least 85 or 90% of them done. And I feel like the classes that they look at the most is anatomy and physiology. Like, I don't know, that's just the feeling that I get. Like, anatomy and physiology 1 and 2 are like a huge topic when it comes to nursing prereqs. So definitely have those done before you apply so they can see your scores for that. Now we're going to talk about my grades. So as far as grades, I had all A's and B's except for 1 C, which was in my Chemistry 1 lecture class. So that was the only C that I had on my transcript, which brought my GPA to like a 3.47. Kennesaw State requires you to have a 3.0 or higher. So my advice to you guys would be to aim to get all A's and B's because I really didn't even want a C on my transcript. Nursing school is very competitive and you have people that are trying to get in that have 4.0s and 3.6s, 3.7s, and you just want your GPA and your classes to look as good as possible. So yes, always aim for a B or higher. Right now I'm taking Organic Chemistry, Lab and Lecture, and then I'm taking my last history class. So I'm just taking 3 classes right now. I'm going to finish for this semester and then I begin the program in the spring. Oh, huge tip. I don't know if this is the case for every school, but I was told that applying for spring is easier than applying for fall. Because fall is way more competitive, so I would say if you can, wait to start the program in the spring because that's when I'm starting. So I'll be starting the program in January instead of starting in the fall. Let's get into these T's. I feel like the T's was like the most nerve-wracking thing I have ever been through. Like, oh my goodness, I can't even begin to tell y'all. Like, the T's was so stressful for me. But I also say apply for the spring because you won't have to be studying for your T's while you're in your classes. So I studied for my T's over the summertime. I didn't take any summer classes. All I did was study for my T's for the whole summer, and that's how I was able to eventually, after 3 tries, get the grade that I wanted on my T's. I studied for my T's for about 30 days before I took my first test, and that just varies from person to person. You know, you can study for it for a couple weeks and be okay, whereas other people might need to study for it for 60 days, 90 days before they take it. So it just varies for everyone. Definitely go based off of your studying style. I do plan on doing a video on how to study for your T's as well as how to ace your anatomy and physiology class. I know a lot of people are searching for help with those topics as well, so definitely stay tuned for that. So the first time that I took it, I got like a 76. Then the second time I took it, I got like a 78.2, and Kennesaw's requirement is a 78. And I did end up sending that score to them, but I was like, I don't want to just get the bare minimum score. Like, I don't want to get just the score that they're requiring. So I said, let me just try my luck and take it one more final time. And the final time I took it, I got like an 80. So that was a score I sent to them as well. So they actually had both of my scores, and that kind of made me nervous because since I sent the lower one to them first, I was like, oh my gosh, are they gonna only go off of that one or what? But they probably were able to just see both of them and see that I tried again. I took my T's over the summer, and then our deadline for applying to the nursing program was August 10th. So I applied by the deadline, and then we got our acceptance letters on October 2nd. So the wait was around 2 months to get our letter. I started off school in a university, but you do not have to. You can start off with your prereqs in a community college, and then once you're done with your prereqs, you can move to a university for the actual program. Community college is going to save you a lot of money. I am personally in the BSN program, but I know there's an ASN program as well. I can't tell you too much about that because I'm not in it, but you don't always have to do the BSN program. I heard that you can still get hired at the same hospitals and still get the same pay rate as people who are going for the BSN. But definitely explore your options. Don't just go based off of what everybody else is doing, because you might end up in a lot of unwanted debt. I told you guys about my classes, my grades, my GPA, my T-score. That's really everything that ties into whether you get accepted or not. I know some schools require recommendation letters, some schools require you to write an essay. Our school's application was extremely cut and dry, like 1, 2, 3 and submit your application. So I'm glad for that, because I really did not want to write an essay. I did not want to run and try to get letters of recommendation. So definitely do your research, and find a school that fits you. Find a school that has requirements that you feel like you can not only meet but exceed, because nursing school is so competitive and you want to always try to stand out as much as you can. So I do plan on doing a video on how to ace your anatomy and physiology classes, as well as how to pass your T, so stay tuned for those. I wish you guys the best of luck with your nursing journeys, and stay tuned for the nursing content because it is on the way. I am so excited to start this journey. Like, y'all, when I got the letter, I literally cried. It is like the best feeling in the world. But also, if you don't get accepted the first time, it is not the end of the world. Everything happens for a reason. Maybe take a semester off and relax. Don't even take it as, oh, you're not good enough. Like, it is so competitive. But always have positive thoughts. Pray about it, write it down. You just always have to keep a positive mindset, and that's exactly what I did. I have a calendar on my wall, and there's a little notes section under it. And from the time I took my T's up until the time that I got into my program, every month I wrote in that calendar, I will get into KSU's nursing program. Don't doubt yourself. Try your best and just be the best person you can be, so you can be the best nurse you can be. But thank you guys so much for watching. I wish you guys the best of luck. Stay tuned for the anatomy and physiology video as well as the T's video, and I will see you guys next time.